The News with Jessica is sponsored by Hover.com. Go to gfq.hover.com and get 10% off your entire purchase. FreshBooks. FreshBooks is an easy-to-use online invoicing service that saves you time, gets you paid faster, and makes you look professional. Get started completely for free at freshbooks.com. And by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook by going to audiblepodcast.com/GFQ.
Asshole!
There you go.
All right. Well, Kardashian sisters are upset over something that Michelle Obama said.
What'd she say?
She said that her and President Obama do not like her children watching the Kardashian show.
What normal human being would want their children to watch those awful people?
I don't know. They feel like it's a great
The
show.
dead behind the eyes whores.
I don't know.
Well, their father, Robert Shapiro, rolling in his grave. Is that her father?
No.
Oh,
No.
who's her father?
Robert Kardashian.
Whatever.
Robert Shapiro is the other one.
Oh, I thought that was their
He's
dad.
the guy that owns LegalZoom.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Robert Shapiro?
Was he on the OJ case?
Yeah.
Oh, there were two guys named Robert?
Yeah. No, no. Robert Kardashian was like a consultant. He was OJ's best friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was Calvin Cato, is he a Kardashian?
No.
It's Calvin
Cato
Klein.
Kalin, he lived in a house.
Oh, that's actually the name of a comic. Never mind.
Calvin Kalin. I mean, why are they upset? They act like whores the entire show.
They just
Well, they're vapid, empty people, and they create empty people that watch that show are empty inside, just empty. There's nothing.
Yeah, of course.
No brain, nothing. Just idiots watch that
Well,
crap.
dude, I guarantee you that like the president isn't the only parent who doesn't want their kid to watch it. It's just
Oh, you mean the president of the United States doesn't want their daughters watching a show
Right.
with some broad that
Yeah.
bangs some guy and has a sex tape?
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner with his scary melting face and Sasquatch as the other sister and the other one that's married to an alcoholic allegedly.
Bruce Jenner looks like somebody painted a face on a piece of pizza dough. Like he looks so melted and disturbed.
And he was a good-looking guy. He ruined his face.
Why does he didn't need to
He
go under
looks
the
like
knife.
a woman.
he looks like the
Bruce Jenner looks like your grandmother.
And he always looks confused.
She looks like your grandmother, Bruce Jenner. Yeah.
My grandmother looks like Robert
And
Plant.
Robert Plant.
Robert Plant.
Bruce Jenner looks like the Scream painting. Like it's just he's like the Scream mask, but somebody spray painted it orange.
Yeah. He's an awful person.
What he used to do? He was like an Olympic athlete.
He was a runner.
He was a
Yeah.
runner. That's so sad.
Running, and running.
Like what did he ran into like a hot frying pan.
I've told you the story 1,000 times. Bruce Jenner lived. The Kardashians live in Spencer's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And Spencer was jogging,
Yeah.
and Bruce nearly ran him down.
Really?
With his Range Rover, and he's like, "Oh, Bruce was totally shocked
Yeah.
to see him." Like, no, that's his face. That's what he looks like.
You can't move it.
You can't plan a surprise party for him ever.
No.
He's just sitting there shocked all the time.
If I was Bruce Jenner,
Yeah.
I'd be just shooting heroin in me every day.
If I was Bruce Jenner, I would ask people to pay me to attend funerals. So when they're like, "Oh my God, Bruce Jenner is so upset by it. Look how shocked he is," and he'd make a killing that way.
We're the Kardashians. We marry strangers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We just marry and bang everybody.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
Well,
banged
have
the
you
Sasquatch
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered
Allegedly.
whatever happened to Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell?
all the time.
No,
Yeah.
not
I know
really.
that you have.
All the time.
Well, he's actually now working at various bars making money for appearances. He makes between $2,500 and $25,000 every time he goes to a bar to entertain the patrons there.
How often is he making $25,000 for an appearance?
I don't know, but he says that this is great and that he plays with in markets where the people are ages 20 to 35.
Oh, so you mean everywhere?
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically,
Every bar in every state.
In every city.
He's obviously most known for Saved by the Bell. I'm pretty sure he hasn't done anything else other than Saved by the Bell, The New Class, which was also popular and was on for several years. So
there was like 15 new classes.
There's a huge amount of people, age regions that remember Mr. Belding.
Nobody liked The New Class.
Nobody liked The New Class.
No.
What was
but-
Belding's first name?
Richard.
Belding.
I know all. It's
You know,
Do you remember when his daughter, when his wife had a kid
Yes.
in the
Like the
elevator,
elevator?
Yeah.
Slater
and
gave
Zach gave
Oh, no,
birth?
wait.
Like
Yeah.
Zach delivered the kid.
Of course.
What a
It's like
bizarre.
And they were
Every
saying-
television show from 1983 all the way to today has an episode where someone gives birth in an elevator. It just seems to be like
Yeah,
the
they're-
place to give birth.
It's always it's always like the lead character. Like I think Will
Right.
Smith helped give birth to a character in Fresh
Vivian.
Prince.
Wasn't
Yes.
Vivian?
Oh no, she was in the hospital. She was in the hospital for that one. It was actually Uncle Phil and Will who were stuck in an elevator while she was giving birth.
Yo, help me, Uncle Phil.
Yeah, my favorite episode is when
It's
Will
my Will Smith.
when
shot?
when Will no that's a close that's in top 5.
No, I got the best one.
You're gonna guess it or you're gonna
I'm going to guess it.
yeah.
When his dad comes back and he leaves.
This is why I love you
Yeah.
so
The
much.
Best.
Who
the
plays the
best.
dad?
Oh, man. I forgot his name.
Oh, I think I remember.
LL Cool J.
He was
No.
on our show.
Yeah.
He was on our show. The
Dad
dad.
was on our show.
Yes, he
Yes,
was.
he was on Chauncey's show.
Ben Vereen.
Yes, he
Yes.
does.
Was it Ben Vereen?
It's Ben Vereen.
was the father.
Yeah.
Will's
Ben
father
Vereen.
was Ben
Bel-
Vereen.
he plays a
Yes.
trucker, and he's like, "Hey, Will, I'm sorry, but something came up." And then Will is just sitting there, and he's just like, he bought this statue, and he's like, "Yeah, it's cool. And then and then Uncle Phil's like, "It's okay, Will." I like they end the episode zooming in on the statue of like the father holding the son.
I don't remember that. That's funny.
I was watching it while I was online for Stand Up for Diversity.
Were you?
Yeah, I was talking to a comic. Like, remember that episode when Will's father? He's like, "Yeah," and we were watching it and waiting to get into Stand Up for Diversity. I think that's what helped me get through the first round. But
That's
yeah,
great.
go on.
Okay. Well, Lindsay Lohan was back in handcuffs, which I
Good.
know
Oh
is
my God.
shocking to everyone. After her probation was revoked for coming up way too short in her community service hours.
She did like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah,
She
what
did like 3 hours.
do you know where she did it?
No.
She did like
in California.
Yeah, it was like no, but
American
it was like a
Red
joke.
Cross.
Yeah, she did it at the Red Cross, and she was supposed to do like at a morgue,
No, at a women's shelter.
at a women's shelter, but she
Yeah.
did the Red Cross. So now the judge revoked her probation. They arrested her, handcuffed her. She had the bondsman with her because she knew she was going to jail.
It was like $100,000.
Like $100,000,
Yeah.
and now she has to do the community service in a morgue.
Good.
Just do your shit.
Right.
It's 300.
you have
what?
nothing else to do.
300 hours?
Yeah,
360 hours.
you can do it in a couple
She's
weeks.
unemployable anyways.
40 divided by it's 9 weeks.
9 weeks.
9 weeks.
You can spread it out. You split it in half. Do 20 hours a week.
Yeah, then it'll take 18 weeks.
18 weeks. So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, but
That's-
she's not
that's a
doing
lot.
anything.
It would have been done
anyway.
by now.
Yeah, a month. If you do a straight month and a half, that's a lot of time, man.
But she hasn't
So what?
done
People
anything.
work.
She's
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
She can't
Just
get a
do it.
job in any movie. She's uninsurable, which means that she's unhireable.
Did you see her teeth? Holy
What
cow.
are they looking? Oh,
Ooh.
they're looking bad.
Ooh.
What do they look like?
Like, just like the brown stains on the sides and
I
like
love
the
it.
chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't she going to be in that Gotti movie?
No, there is no Gotti movie. That was a big publicity stunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to get her roles. You know what's gonna happen, right? She's gonna reemerge like Robert Downey, and then
But she doesn't have the talent of Robert Downey.
Yeah,
Robert
she
Downey is a talented guy.
And Robert Downey,
He did a ton more movies before he got famous. He did like 15 movies.
A school in Florida is scrambling to try to get back some X-rated prizes they accidentally handed out.
Dildos, for everybody.
100 bracelets were distributed to students that were involved in a fundraising drive.
Dildos for
And
everybody.
after they removed the cloth from the snap bracelets. There was
Dildos
a
for
naked
everybody.
woman found underneath.
That's great.
So now they're trying to
Wait a
get
minute.
back.
If you remove the cloth from
On
the
the
snap
snap
bracelet,
bracelet.
there's a naked woman.
Apparently, it was used with there was recycled metal
Uh-huh.
that was used in order to make the snap bracelets. I guess really naughty metal. And now 160 students have naked women on their bracelets if they remove the cloth.
That is amazing. But first of all, the snap bracelets with the metal is so painful.
Yeah, and super dangerous.
Do you
if
remember the old
plastic-
school ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not cloth anymore. It's like rubber around it. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
The
The old
ones
ones
were
are
cloth,
crazy.
Yeah.
You could cut a person's hand
Yeah,
off.
that and
people-
Pogs, man.
Pogs, yeah. Put a guy's eye out.
And,
People
Slammers.
You got
Slammers.
Yo-yos. Yo-yos.
Yeah.
Kill somebody with a yo-yo.
That's why they got rid of those snap bracelets, because people were cutting themselves with them when they were snapping them
What
off.
were they doing when you were a child, Coco?
We had snap bracelets.
No,
Yeah.
he had a big hoop, and they had a
They
stick.
had just invented metal.
and they were running down the street on
With
the
the
dirt
hill.
road,
With the
kicking
Kick the can.
Yeah. They had the big...
We had the pet rock.
Why did people like have you seen that? Like the kid is playing with the stick in the can.
yeah.
Why do they all
It's a
run
wheel.
like
It's a
they
wheel.
have problems? Like they have leg problems.
Polio.
They all suffer from polio. They all look like they have polio.
Early
the way
stages
they run.
That was
polio.
challenging back then, bro.
Nobody knew how to run, and they all
Now
had
you
their
just gotta
socks
down-
up.
Oh, very
now
high.
you just download an app and you could do it with your finger.
Like, why didn't people know?
You want to know why they keep ticks away? They had like
Yeah.
a huge tick problem. So I imagine the early 70s.
Should all get polio.
No, but
I
yeah,
hope
I mean-
it comes back.
I mean, Pogs were big too. I mean, that was like when I was in high school.
I hope measles, mumps, and rubella comes back.
I'm a big fan of rubella.
Rubella's a great disease.
Rubella is so
The MMR.
Yeah. You know, the problem is measles and mumps have each other, but rubella
yeah.
stands
It's
alone.
alone.
Why is it in one shot?
Yeah.
It's a booster.
It's a booster.
It's a booster shot.
All right, Jess, what
All
else?
right. So, Parenting of the Year award goes to a father in Washington who decided to force his stepdaughter to a duel. Forced her to fight with him in a medieval style duel. So he made her get dressed up like she was
Great
in the
dad.
Middle Ages, and then
What's wrong with that?
insisted
we all
that
done
she
this?
fight him with a wooden sword.
Haven't we all done this at one point?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
I've
cop-
done it all the time. I dress my cats up and my dog.
Okay, well, it was an actual fight. So he punched and beat the stepdaughter. And when investigators...
It was a real fight?
It was a
That's
real fight.
amazing.
It was a real
Yeah.
fight.
It was a real duel. Like, he
Yeah.
was
But-
dying
yeah,
to do this.
she wasn't doing very well in the duel.
I'd
She was
imagine
not
she-
winning.
Well-
And investigators said that she collapsed from
It's a beating.
the beating. And when they went to investigate, the couple told officers that she was being punished for going to a party without their permission.
What a bizarre story.
Where I went
In
to
pass,
school-
it's 10:06. Duel time. Get on your fighting garb and meet me in the yard.
Meet me in the backyard. We're going to settle this. You're 6 minutes late. We duel for 14.
Did women duel? I didn't even know women
No.
dueled.
No,
at
they
that
just
point.
took. Well, you know what? First of all, you got to look at this guy as very progressive.
Yeah. Very.
Because he offered her the chance to duel. It's not a one-way thing where he rolls in and just beats her senselessly.
Yeah, he said you could defend
He
yourself.
said you can defend yourself and we can duel.
Why
Right.
didn't she just
I
say,
dueled-
I'm getting the fuck out of here?
How old
and
is she?
ran 16?
That's no. You know
Why?
She thought she had a fighting chance.
She thought
She-
maybe. I wonder how drunk he was. You know what I mean? Like how loaded was
Imagine
that guy?
if he was stone sober. Like he's completely aware and
Just serious.
completely serious. Like, listen, you're gonna put on your chainmail. You're gonna meet me outside, and we're gonna do this proper.
So they had swords and shields.
And the wife is like fighting Frank. Please don't do this. Please, Frank. It's just she's just.
This is how we're gonna settle it in the what's their last name?
and
It doesn't release their last name.
Oh.
She was a minor.
this is how we're gonna settle it in the Thunderdome. You mean the backyard, Frank? Don't ever call it that again.
Montel
The
Jordan.
father's
This
name
is how
was-
we do it. Is playing.
That's his entrance music. Is Montel
the
Jordan?
father's name was Freeman Say.
Yeah.
Freeman Say, of course.
This guy.
You know her entrance music was something from Avril Lavigne, easily.
Why you gotta
Nothing
go
but a
make
skater
things-
boy.
Yeah. She was a skater boy.
No. It's
Skater
like
boy.
it has to be even.
No, what the hell?
Yeah.
Cold night.
Something real, something really like, you know.
Natalie
all my life
Imbruglia.
I've been good, but now, whoa, what the hell? is really what's playing, and then
It's
he
an
just,
awful song.
I know, and then he just beats her mercilessly.
What did he be like? He punched her, kicked.
with a wooden
sword.
with a wooden sword.
That's what else.
Okay. A woman is shocked by her $200,000 cell phone bill.
She should have
She
to pay
didn't
it.
switch
Yeah,
to an
she
international
did.
plan before she went to visit her brother in Canada.
I didn't think it would be international because Canada is part of the United States.
Yeah.
My mom screwed me on a cell phone bill like that. I got like a $300 phone bill. I'm like, what the hell is this nonsense?
What the hell?
I'm like, what? And she's like, I don't know. I didn't do anything. And I'm like, that's bull, ma. $150 from your phone. How did that happen? She's like, oh. And it turns out she was making international calls, not using a pay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Get her
going,
Vonage.
going willy-nilly.
Get her Skype.
Yeah, that's great. Post the $300 phone bill. I had to argue that for like hours. But
Well, this woman did argue it, although
My
they-
mother's not smart.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
yeah, she
although
doesn't.
T-Mobile said that it was a correct bill and was nice enough to change the bill from $200,000 to $2,500 and is giving her 6 months to pay it off.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I told them.
How much is the total? How much?
$201,000.
I told
200,000? No. What did they
200.
reduce it down to?
$2,500.
Oh, it's nothing.
it's not bad.
Nothing.
She should have to pay. She's a dummy.
Maggie eats that for breakfast.
You know what
That's
I did?
a lot, though. That's a lot to cut it down.
How
to.
much? What was she doing on
See,
this stupid
that's
thing?
smart because I
Yeah.
told the person at AT&T, I'm like, my mom thought it was a spice grinder, and they're like, that's not the case at all, sir. That's not how it works.
Oh, she was blind apparently, the woman.
Oh,
I'm blind. I can't see. I don't even know how I called you.
She was blind.
she didn't even have a
Who is
touchscreen
this?
phone? Not even a touchscreen phone.
She had
have.
a braille screen
It
phone.
was a braille.
Listen, sometimes not every. Listen, you have to learn from your mistakes.
Of course.
If I was a carrier, I'm like, you got to pay it. Sorry.
Yeah.
You signed a contract.
But I'm blind.
Making 200 grand.
This is why your company would not do
This
well.
is why I am a third
I was
world
wondering-
dictator.
This is why you're the world
I was
dictator.
wondering why my son was speaking Chinese to me.
What else we got?
I didn't know
All
he
right.
could do that.
Well, the Brooklyn Groper, the alleged Brooklyn Groper,
Love this guy.
It's me.
is free today after he was released on bail. However, the charges against him have been dropped ever since the person that alleged that he was the groper has now rescinded her statement and refuses to work with police in the future.
I have determined that Kieran is the Gilgo Beach killer.
Jesus.
I really, I'm like 90% sure.
Why?
Come on.
if this,
I like how I like how that's
do
your
I-
argument. Come on.
Do you need? I mean, look at him. He
Come
definitely
on.
lives out on the island.
He does. Likes to kill people.
Likes to be bizarre.
Yeah.
Is angry.
Very angry.
Gilgo Beach killer, dumping bodies left and right.
And he is like 45.
He is like 45. Man.
Yeah. So-
I think so. I think
know-
he is.
Yeah.
I
Get
mean,
it?
Jess, what do you think? Gilgo Beach killer Kieran?
Yeah.
See?
Some
You
kind
know-
of killer.
there's a
Lady
groper-
killer. Hey now. What?
No, I was gonna say that there's a groper in Queens now too.
Yeah, I know. Copycat groper.
That's what I'm saying. It's like-
Copycat groper.
Yeah.
Exactly. There are copycat gropers all over New York.
There's a homeless guy a couple blocks away from us on Bell
There's
that
one-
Yeah.
grabs the cigarettes out of the girl's hands.
Really?
Yeah,
While
as
they're
they're
smoking
smoking, just grabs them and goes, blah!
And then
And
smokes.
then smokes a
He's
cigarette.
either really mentally handicapped or brilliant.
So
because
smart.
nobody goes after him. Everyone's so scared they just walk in the opposite direction.
That's the problem. See, I've been wasting my time asking people for cigarettes
Yeah.
like a sucker.
Right, you just take it and go
Just-
blah
Just
in their
snatch it
face.
and run.
Is it that tall one that wears like an overcoat in the summer?
Yes, the green
With,
overcoat.
like,
By the way,
screw-
Spencer,
with the
I'm
screwed
not
up
wearing
hair.
the gold chain. It's a dog tag.
Like his hair is
No,
like
it's
his
not
hair is
much
like
better.
shaved on the side
Yeah.
and puffy on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fuck with that dude. I saw him like with a shank. Like
In
Yeah.
2011, American student loans have exceeded $100 billion.
Yeah, because people keep taking these loans and they don't even need them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to ever pay them back.
No.
Mhm.
The joblessness rate among Americans ages 20 to 24 is almost 15%.
Let's take a
so-
student loan tally. I have $2,200 on my $3,000 loan that I took out in 2002
Yeah.
left. I haven't paid a dime.
Really?
I've never. I'm like, I'll pay $10.
I have $136,000
Yeah.
in student loans.
Am I the only idiot paying student loans?
Yeah.
yeah.
Should I not pay student loans?
Yeah.
Don't pay student loans. You just call them up and defer it.
For
It's
how
a
long?
federal loan. It dies with you. It doesn't go against your house. Your family will never.
No,
inherit it.
I've got nuts. I don't have private loans. I mean, I have private loans.
Oh, you're screwed.
Yeah, I've got like my federal loans are done.
Why would you pay off your federal loans first?
No, those were like they were nothing. It was minuscule. But I've got
Yours is all federal.
Mine mostly federal. I think there's about maybe 10 or 13 grand that's non-federal.
that is ridiculous. I'm the
but
only.
$136,000.
Am I the only idiot paying back private loans, or you have to pay those?
No, you have
No,
to pay
you have
private.
How do
Well,
they
no,
have-
mine is through mine is through
Citibank.
Citibank, but it's a it's a federal subsidized loan.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's federal subsidized loans. It's
They
still considered federal
actually
loan.
they called me and they're like, listen, we made a mistake
Yeah.
with yours because at first they had it was like $5,000 a loan.
No.
And the reason why I haven't paid is that they're like, listen, we made a mistake
Mhm.
where we only gave you $2,500
Yeah.
and you owed like $5,000. So I paid money
Yeah.
towards it. They're like, listen, we're just taking it out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of just paying it off,
Wow.
they create an account and you just pay it from that.
Yeah.
It's like some weird system they ran.
No, basically,
Citibank.
it's just not giving you the money back.
It's just not giving me the money back to
Yeah.
pay it. So I'm like, oh, let them pay themselves.
I
They
need.
pay themselves the minimum payment, which is
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, to keep your
Like-
interest rate up because
Yeah.
you still have to pay interest on those.
Yeah.
no, they're paying themselves.
Well, you can write off the
Yes,
interest.
but the interest is going to
Yeah.
still accrue.
The
and you're
interest
going
is like
to go up.
2%.
Yeah, the interest is very low.
I have no interest. It's
Not
like,
always that low.
Mine's
it's like
3.5.
Yeah, it's like 1.8%. The
Mine
interest.
is nearly 6%.
That's not
because-
bad though. On a $140,000 loan,
That's how much money is that?
you can get yours actually refinanced.
Yeah, but if you refinance, then you lose the subsidy.
Yeah, I gotta
yeah.
see that. I think I might have done that.
Yeah, you lose it, and then it becomes a private loan. And if you do die, then it goes against anything.
So
you
you'll
own.
be paying like $25 for the rest of your life.
It's really more like 400, but
Yeah. Time to step up this GFQ.
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is the problem, and a lot of people. Well, this is what's actually screwing them big time
Mm.
because you know how many student loans are out there that they'll never get a dime from.
No, they won't.
Like how many doctors, lawyers.
I'm the only idiot paying student loans. I feel like I'm every month I pay.
I don't know one person that has that pays their student loans.
I'm the only guy. I think so. Yeah, they call my house.
How much is it? How much do you owe?
I currently owe probably, and Spencer, if you feel like paying that off, just let me know.
Yeah.
17. I think 17.
And out of what? What did you owe?
I owed like
It's crazy.
35.
It's
Chump
crazy.
change.
By the way,
Oh, yeah.
has
Compared to my
stand up has that
136,000.
degree?
Yeah, that degree.
How's that $35,000 expense to become a stand up going?
Yeah, it hasn't helped at stand up, but the job. I do have a job, so I mean,
You do.
the degree did.
But did the degree help you get a job?
yeah, of course, no, totally.
Really?
Yeah, no, I mean, you need a college degree to work where I work.
I know, but that degree?
That degree specifically, no.
No.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Nepotism helped.
Yeah.
Nepotism helped a lot, actually. Nepotism, I believe, was the big factor.
Yeah.
However, I wouldn't have had that nepotism if I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those people who will admit that if I didn't go to college, I wouldn't have this job because the degree and the friend that I made from going to school.
Yeah.
But still,
I'm one of those people that could say I've been pretty decent at doing things without,
And just your way with words.
I'm trying to
is
phrase it without insulting people.
Brilliant.
I'm just trying to not insult people.
wordplay.
Okay, so it is official. It has come out that children under the age of 2 should not watch television. That it hurts their brains.
Yeah, because all it is bright colors
Mm-hmm.
to them. They don't understand what's
Yo,
happening.
gabba gabba.
No, they don't get it. Kids don't know what's going on.
Kids should
under
be
the
read
age of
to.
2.
They should be read to it too.
They still watch Teletubbies? Is that still around?
No.
How did you watch Teletubbies?
You were like what,
used to
17
smoke
when you were
weed.
watching? Okay.
Yeah, but Teletubbies came out like when we were like 13 or 14.
So
No.
Coco
It
was
was like
like
6 or 7.
708.
I used to smoke weed and do shrooms and watch crazy shit.
Okay. Well, Rihanna really likes the ladies at strip clubs. She
Yeah.
got in trouble for fondling some ladies.
Don't touch the girls.
Yeah. What, you think just because you're a woman?
She shoved her head in between a dancer's legs at one
Yeah.
point.
Nice.
Nice.
Good girl gone
Yeah.
bad.
I wonder if, and you know what? I would like to know if the president's kids have a Rihanna album.
That's a good question.
Because he loves his Jay-Z.
He does.
Loves his rap.
You know what? I wonder, does he listen to rap music in the car? Like when the kids are around?
Yeah, you think he does that in the car? The whole
Yeah,
Like,
like,
a 99 problems, but a bush ain't one.
do you think he sits there and like he drives his own car sometimes and he's like leaned back?
All right. Well, there were 4 handicapped people found chained in a basement in
I
Philadelphia.
read about this. Yes.
Is it a little weird? Is it a little racist for me to think when I heard the story, I thought the family that did it was Indian? Because that's what your people like to do.
Your
Absolutely
Chain
not.
Yes.
mentally
That is
handicapped people? No.
Not mentally
They
handicapped.
like to bring
Completely.
over
No,
people from the
no.
homeland and make them indentured
Yes, that's
servants
what
and
I
make
mean.
them live in their basements.
I didn't know
but
that.
That
this
is
very different.
First of all, that is starkly different.
Totally different.
Okay. Okay.
Mentally handicapped
I
people.
didn't know they were mentally handicapped.
Okay, all right. First of all, Indian people.
Yes. Love to bring people from their homeland.
Not all.
Some
Some that have some money.
Let's go with
That have
some
money.
with money.
Yeah.
Not
some money.
No, not some money. You need with money.
They're not paying them like.
Yeah, understandable.
No,
but
you're
you're thinking about the
people that do
perfume
this.
people back in the day, the ones from Dix Hills.
Yeah.
I remember that story. Let me tell you, they were worth. It's not like crazy money. They were worth 1.3 mil.
Okay.
But they were paying these people how much?
Of course, that's the whole
I could tell
scam
you.
of
I
it.
could tell you something right now. I know people that do this.
Yeah,
Indian people.
of course.
That have done this.
Do you think my mom would ever do that?
Now I don't. Yes, that's why she has Dennis there.
Well, she did bleed
Absolutely
you.
not.
Dennis.
She
That's
did
what
bleed
Dennis
you.
does.
Yeah,
She did bleed you.
she did bleed. She
No,
didn't
why do you
choose
think
to.
Dennis is there for? No,
Yeah.
I know people that. Now I don't know if these people were tortured or there.
They
against
were
their
tortured.
will. No. The
Which-
people I'm talking about right now.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna say
they
yes.
probably made about $500,000 a year,
Yeah,
and they had 2 or 3 in-house people.
Yes.
That took care of everything.
Of course.
And they lived in the basement.
Yeah.
They all lived in the same room. They all showered in the same place, and it was
Yeah.
this worst, awful room.
Awful
and that's where they
conditions.
all stayed.
in India, the thing is this: you have servants, right? And you grow accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and it's hard to break that lifestyle.
Did your family have servants?
Absolutely.
They did.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
They-
how.
a lot. If you do even just well,
Yeah.
you have somebody in that
You
house.
have. Let me tell you how it is in my house in India when I go to my.
And I'm not even trying to make a joke. Like
Nah.
I
No, it's true.
when I go to like a certain family member's house, right? This is how it is. I undress. I leave my clothes on the floor. I go take a shower. When I come back, the clothes are gone. I put on my new clothes. I go out for the afternoon, the day. I come back in the evening.
Yeah.
The clothes are folded, pressed, and cleaned.
I imagine.
And mind you, these are like, and you know how much of a dirtbag I dress like. So,
I really want to work in India.
yeah, that's
I'll
where you
live
need to
there.
be.
All right, so the ice cream vendor that got arrested a while back for selling drugs out of his ice cream truck was sentenced. So he will be going to jail.
we did this story.
Yes, this is the
I'm
follow-up.
selling pain
Follow.
pills.
Okay,
Really?
So the Ohio story with all of the dead animals.
Oh, it's so
How
sad.
There we go.
ridiculous. All right, well, I'm not sure why this is the highlight of the story, but the animal owner who killed himself once supplied a cub for Heidi Klum's
Fada?
What?
fashion
Hadafa?
photo.
Gaddafi?
Gaddafi.
She supplied Gaddafi? Did Heidi Klum take pictures with Gaddafi? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Spit it out,
No.
Jess. Let us know.
He
use
supplied
your English
a
words.
cub
Yeah.
for Heidi Klum's fashion photo shoot.
Did it claw Seal's face?
No.
Is that why he looks that way?
No.
That's so mean.
But that is one of the top rated things on search for search.
What
on
happened
Google.
to Seal's face?
Yeah, that's true.
It's a
So
question.
that was
So
a
he just,
crazy
But let me ask
story.
you, what?
So it turned out he killed himself.
Yeah.
He let all
But
of
he
his
was
animals
nuts.
go and then he killed himself.
But he was nuts.
Evidently.
Oh, poor animals.
I know. Now they're all dead.
18 Bengal tigers.
Oh,
And they're rare as
and
shit.
they're rare.
So
Yeah.
That's stupid. Why did they shoot him?
They couldn't sedate them?
They
Yeah.
couldn't and
No,
they
why
said that-
couldn't they sedate the
they
animal?
said that they tried.
With what?
With what?
I don't know.
With what?
well,
Or they try to put a gas mask on it or something.
Well,
I mean,
they-
of course you couldn't do that.
they got those, what,
Well,
Tylenol
you get-
PM?
You get a strong tranquilizer, you put
Yeah.
it to sleep, and you take it to a decent place.
Yeah, you don't give it Tylenol PM. They don't
You
got
don't
a
give
headache.
it no Robitussin.
You don't
Yeah.
give it goodies.
You don't give it NyQuil.
Goodies will knock them out.
Yeah. Why
By
didn't
the
they
way,
give
do
them
we,
that?
have, do we have any Tylenol PM?
Yes.
We do. Have
Can you
hid it
crush
from
some
me?
up for me?
She hides. Where are they?
Give
In
him
the
the-
drawer next to your bed.
No, they're not.
Unless you took them.
He took them all.
I have. Yeah.
He ate the bottle.
Can you crush some up for me
And put it in
after
my
the show?
In my
put it-
tea.
Put it in my tea.
And
Okay.
just leave it on the table with
I'm
a
going
straw.
to wear my
All right,
gi.
what else do we have? Jessica?
Okay, so a new survey says that Queens is the best borough for raising a family.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm here?
Queens,
we are
baby.
living proof that
But
Queens is
where?
the best.
But where?
Easily.
Doesn't say.
Let me name the.
Elmhurst, not so great.
Absolutely not. Elmhurst, no. Let me tell you the areas you can raise a kid in.
Bayside, I think.
Bayside.
Bayside,
Douglaston.
Belrose, Douglaston,
Floral
Flushing.
Park.
Floral Park, the Queens part.
Yeah.
Flushing.
Flushing. No, absolutely not.
North Flushing.
North Flushing.
Maybe my area.
Whitestone.
Auburndale.
Whitestone, parts of it. Middle Village.
College Point.
Malba.
Mhm. Maspeth.
Absolutely not
No.
Maspeth. Absolutely not.
No way.
I wouldn't raise
Yeah, you
garbage in Maspeth. Get out of here.
I wouldn't
Yes,
go to
you can.
Kew Gardens.
I would-
Maspeth
yeah,
and
gross.
Middle Village are right next to
I
each
wouldn't
other.
put plants in Maspeth.
Maspeth and Middle Village are right next to
I
each
know,
other.
and Maspeth is a disgusting
I don't like
place.
any. I don't like anything.
What
in
part of
Western Queens.
Maspeth have you been in?
Several places. The Home Depot.
I know.
Maspeth.
I know.
I've never been to the Home
Jackson
Depot in Maspeth.
Heights.
Jackson
Our
Heights
friend
not
is
a good
from
place.
Middle Village.
Middle Village, yeah.
Kew Gardens.
Middle Village is such a nice area that the cops know you by name.
Middle Village and Maspeth are pretty much the same thing.
No.
Absolutely not.
Next, you
Well,
gotta tell
the
me
part that
Howard
ma-
Beach is nice.
Yeah, next thing you're gonna tell me that all of a sudden that Elmhurst, East Elmhurst is good.
Woodhaven.
Long
Yeah,
Island City.
yeah, you're gonna tell me Ridgewood is a fantastic place to raise a family.
Long Island City.
Rego Park.
I wouldn't raise bread in Ridgewood.
South Ozone Park.
I wouldn't raise the dead in South Ozone Park.
Awful place.
Yeah,
Astoria.
Astoria I'd flip a coin on that.
Story. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay.
Yeah,
with
there's certain parts. Yeah.
Certain
All
parts are nice.
So a woman who had drunken sex with 4 boys has escaped her jail sentence.
How?
Having sex with more boys.
No,
She's
she
pretty
pled
too.
guilty
Is
and was
she?
convicted in the county court. However, they're letting her go, even though most of the people were underage.
So
of
I
16.
think she's mentally ill, the girl, because she's not that bad looking, and she wasn't just having like 16, 17-year-old. You're like, you know what? Okay.
Mm.
No, it's 12, 15, and 2 14.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
well, when I was 17, I hooked up with a 24-year-old. So
Not
that's
okay.
weird. That's
Yeah,
a little
totally.
weird.
It's a little odd.
Well, dude, I mean, it was the first night we met. We were both drunk.
It's all right.
Andrew.
It's all right. But she was hooking up with like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, it was creepy.
That's bizarre.
That
It's
is a little
weird.
It's
strange.
weird.
She just wants to be loved.
12-year-olds don't even want to hook up with 12-year-olds.
That's
All right, so we have our last story,
All right.
woo.
but we talked about it already. Gaddafi is dead.
Yeah.
So
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, there's a video of them like stomping on him and dancing on him.
Who killed
Wow,
him?
did they parade his dead
NATO,
body
right?
around on a spit?
I haven't checked it since this afternoon, but they were saying it was like a NATO target,
Mm.
and he ran apparently, and they shot him while he was running. I'm not too sure what the exact story is.
Imagine like they
I'm sure the chat room, because the reports are.
they thought he was holding a bomb. It was just a football.
Who wants to play?
But the guy was nuts.
He just
I
wanted
mean,
to toss around the pigskin.
Hey,
But I mean,
touchdown!
but he's like a harmless, like, he's mentally handicapped. The guy.
Is he? What
I mean, he's just, look at him.
look what he wears.
Look what he wears. Look what he looks like. How dangerous could this man be?
I don't even know how to spell Gaddafi.
He died in crossfire.
Really?
Let's see.
when he was going out to play football.
It was crossfire. All right, I'm tired.
Okay.
Time to wrap it up.
You are
Canal, any
tired.
plugs?
You know what? Follow me at Canal Views. I'll throw that up in the chat room. It's my name and then the word views.
I've been
and
tweeting you, and you ain't coming back.
I'm gonna hit you back real nasty in a few. And also hit me up. Go to my website, canalaurora.com. And then there should be a new video actually of my recent stand-up. I think I'm gonna put the recent show that I did, the GFQ show.
How'd it come out?
I didn't get a chance to review it, but I think I might put it up there.
How's the
anyway.
audio?
The audio should be good. There was a shotgun mic on top, so
All right.
we'll see.
All right.
And the next, I'm gonna need you to do sound and video for the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're planning one, actually. We're planning a bigger one.
Which
Bigger event.
would like for the next one?
Yeah.
Are we?
Are we?
Yeah. I mean,
I thought there was a whole conversation earlier.
Jess
about
wants me to. She wants to just yell at me and have me
this.
find.
She wants you to book the Borgata.
She-
3,000 person.
Yeah,
rate.
I think that's what she wants me to
Really?
do.
Yep.
That place is awesome.
You know, we could probably do a couple hundred.
Yeah, we could because it's a benefit show.
Yeah. We
So-
could probably do like 500.
500's a little ridiculous.
We could probably do 1,000.
We could probably do. Hey, you know what? We could do 1 million.
Million people.
Yeah. Why don't we go to Texas and do the Silver Dome?
Yeah.
2 million.
Why do we do the Pontiac Silverdome?
Yeah. Why don't we? You know, why don't we do the ocean? There's enough. Hopefully, there's enough space in the ocean.
All right, guys. Joss, any plugs?
No.
Coke.
Yeah, the free for all tomorrow night.
All right. Spencer's back in his beautiful
Back
studio.
in his own studio, and what's before us?
Behind the counter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Watch Behind the
music-
Counter. I like that show. I'm
I
actually
won't
watching
be.
it.
I won't be on Behind the Counter, but definitely watch that, and then watch us right after.
Yeah. And we'll see y'all next week on the
Good
Age
night.
Aaron Show. Good night, everybody.